the knees, I would recommend maybe a 180 grit and then working your way up to 320. Basically use the 180 to remove the scratches, and then use a 240 grit to remove the marks left over from the 180, and a 320 grit to remove the marks left over from the 240. So just working your way up through the grades of sandpaper basically until you've got no visible sanding marks left. And once this top's done, I'll start working my way around the edges as well, just in case there's any marks. So in this case, I'm using Rust-Oleum 2X flat grey primer. I'll probably do 2 to 3 coats of this primer. I'll follow that up with at least 2 to 3 coats of this Satin Lagoon Rust-Oleum as well, which is a paint and primer. And we'll finish that off with this clear gloss, which is also from Rust-Oleum 2X. Okay, so I'm just outside, about to apply the first prime coat to this guitar. A couple of things to keep in mind. I'm going to be doing this near a clothesline so I can hang the guitar when it's painted. So as you can see, I've got these hooks in place already. You don't want to be searching around for a way to hang your guitar after you've got a wet guitar in your hand. So as we've already discussed, I've prepped the body. So we'll start off by applying just a light first coat. So first thing we need to do, shake the can up really well. Start around the edges. It's really just a light dusting at this point. We'll apply a second coat, same as the first, just a little bit, just light again. So just a few passes over and just trying to get good coverage. So again, I'll start with the sides. I like to use a timber sanding block. It just keeps the surface area of your sandpaper flat. So I'm not applying too much pressure. Just sanding gently. I'm being sure to remove any grit as it builds up, which it will. As per the time code of shaking the can up for about a minute. And you shake it up for a minute after you hear the rattle of the can, like so. And I start spraying as per usual. So again, we're starting with the sides first, just to deal with any overlap on the back and the front that we can go over then. And again, spray in nice long patterns and overlap each time. Hold the can slightly upright, about 6 to 8 inches from the guitar. That should do us for our first coat. So I'll leave that now 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm just about to spray the second coat. I'll just spray the third coat. Same as the first, same as the second. Be sure to shake the can up before you use it each time. I'll just start with the sides again. I would generally put this coat on a little bit thicker. There's lots of product there for the paint to adhere to now. I'm going to start with fairly high grade of paper here. I'm actually going to start with an 800, and all I'm looking to do is remove any shine on the guitar body basically. So when I'm sanding, what you'll see will happen is there'll be areas look shiny and then areas that are quite matte, quite dull, and that's the areas that are dull are where the sandpaper is affecting, and the shiny areas are still lower, which means the sandpaper hasn't affected that. The only problem today is it is quite windy, so we're going to have some dust to contend with. So I'm going to spray this quickly outside, take it back inside and bring it back out, so I'll do 3 coats. So we'll be applying our paint just the same as we do when we apply solid colour. Make sure you've got a mask on. Give the can a good shake. I've already shaken this up for about 30 seconds. And start to apply your paint. So I'm going to start with the sides, top first, just to we can cover any overspray that way when we do the back or the front. And I'll be working in long passes on the back and the front, just overlapping by about 50% each time. This first coat I'll be putting on fairly light. I'm just about to apply a third, and that'll be my final coat for today. So just between coats, make sure you clean the nozzle out, just so you don't get a build up and then have a large droplet sort of coming out of the nozzle straight on the guitar, and then just clear out the nozzle. And we're just going to do things the same way, so same with the sides, then dealing with any overspray from the sides by doing the back and the front. And then I'm going to hang the guitar in a cool sort of dry environment for the next 24 hours. From there I'll probably scuff the surface up a little bit more using some 800 or 1000 grit paper, and then I'll come back and repeat the process the next day, and I'll probably do that over 3 days. So what I'm looking to do is get about 9 coats of clear on this guitar,